As one of the world's largest marketplaces, Amazon has an estimated 310 million customers. Having access to millions of buyers all in one place is an amazing way for businesses of all sizes to launch, expand, and grow a business in record time. If you have an e-commerce store and you're interested in expanding into international markets, there is a way you can get an instant sales lift leveraging the Amazon sales platform. Amazon North American Remote Fulfillment, or NARF for short, is one of the easiest ways to sell your products internationally without having to ship inventory across the world. So if you're wondering if Amazon NARF is right for you, there are several pros to this program, but also some things you should be aware of. And in this video, I'm going to share with you the advantages and disadvantages of this program for possible international expansion for your brand. So what is Amazon NARF? So Amazon NARF, or North American Remote Fulfillment, this is a program that's available to Amazon FBA sellers that allows them to sell their products to customers in the US, Canada, Mexico, and most recently Brazil has been added to this list as well, from a single warehouse. Now with traditional FBA, a seller would have to actually stock inventory across each international warehouses that they'd like to ship to. Alternatively, if you're using seller fulfilled products, then your brand would actually have to be prepared to ship to any country that someone on the retail platform is ordering from, and that can make it difficult to anticipate your fees and also dealing with returns and customer service. Because of the convenience that Amazon NARF offers, many brands are flocking to the program, and it definitely has a lot to offer. Let's first talk about what are the requirements for using Amazon NARF. It's not necessarily difficult to qualify for your products listings under NARF, but there are some specific requirements that are needed. So you must have a professional Amazon seller account, and you have to have upgraded to the North American Unified account as well. Now, using FBA that's fulfilled by Amazon for the products that you actually want to sell under NARF is another requirement. You also must meet the country-specific regulations, and I'm going to link in the description box below the latest regulations there so that you can read through those to see if your products qualify. So let's talk about the pros of Amazon NARF. Now, many brands find that there are compelling brand benefits to using Amazon NARF. In addition to getting access to international customers, it's actually more convenient than having to ship your items and products all over the world. Brands are going to really see the following benefits of NARF. So you're going to be able to launch quickly in international markets. This is one of my favorite reasons. Instead of having to get a new listing even set up, you can actually send inventory to your different warehouses, and those different warehouses, and Amazon NARF is going to allow you to have that single SKU in one location, and then so whatever warehouse it goes to, it can then get shipped from there to customers in Mexico, the US, Canada, Brazil, like I mentioned, without any additional effort. If you're not sure if a SKU that is selling in the US will do well in Canada, Mexico, Brazil, you can test the waters through NARF without having to send in any inventory. Also, because international customers can feel comfortable buying from you because they have a Prime membership, which includes free shipping. So if you aren't already offering your products by Prime, make sure to check out my video here on maximizing your sales with the Amazon Prime badge. We will take just a little bit longer because the order is going to be fulfilled obviously to a different country, so just keep that in mind. Now, you can also be saving on some fees. So keeping your inventory in a centralized location can help you save on storage fees, saving on custom duties, import fees, and taxes. In terms of custom duties and import fees, those are actually passed on to the customers, and the customers are aware of that before they make their purchase. So if you want to see if there is demand for your product or products in other countries, this is a great starting point. Centralize your inventory. So instead of having to plan for demand across a bunch of different countries, you can keep all of your inventory in one place. And this can be massively advantageous because you won't run the risk of running out of stock in those higher demand areas while having maybe stockpiles in slower moving countries for your products. Now, if you want to learn more about avoiding stockouts and excess inventory, make sure to check out my video here on Amazon Inventory Management. That's a tutorial where I actually go through in depth on keeping your inventory in stock. So simplifying your taxes is another advantage. If you sell in multiple countries, you're going to have to be aware of all the various tax laws across the global marketplace. Now, this can get quickly very complicated, but when you're selling using NARF, you only really have to worry about the tax policies in your home country. Make sure to check with your accounting to make sure that everything is kind of aligned with this, just to double check. Automate listings and translations. Your NARF product listings will automatically be placed in each country and translated, which is amazing, into the local language. So you won't have to worry about translating your listing. You can also streamline your administrative processes. Like traditional FBA, Amazon NARF is handling that picking and packing, the shipping, the customer service, everything. That's going to free you up to handle the more strategic elements of your business, like leveraging new customer segments on Amazon in this video that I did here if you haven't checked it out already. Boost sales with advertising. So you can get immediate exposure in international markets by advertising on Amazon. It's worth considering Amazon PPC management services to jumpstart your ad campaigns. And if you'd like to see if you qualify for a free Amazon advertising audit, make sure to email us below in the information in the description box below, and we'll get back to you on that. So what to know about NARF before signing up? There aren't necessarily cons to Amazon NARF. However, it is important to be aware of how certain policies work. For some brands, Amazon NARF can be extremely profitable, but it can also backfire for other brands. So some things to be aware of. And before diving into Amazon NARF, here's what you need to know. Fees are going to get shifted to the customers. So if you are already selling your product successfully in the US, you may want to list those products under Amazon NARF. The reason is that because the fees are actually getting shifted to the customers, the prices of your products are going to go up significantly in those markets, so it could make it less desirable for them to make that purchase. Also, be prepared for variable exchange rates. Customers are going to see your prices in their local currency, so if there are currency fluctuations, it could either erode your profit margins or it could price your items kind of out of the marketplace. Make sure to set prices accordingly, and you still do have the flexibility to set custom prices for each country. So you can exercise a nice degree of control in that area for pricing. Shipping times will be longer. So because your inventory is centralized in a single warehouse, usually different warehouses throughout the US is where Amazon puts your inventory. Wherever it's coming from though, it will take longer for items to travel to different countries. So obviously if you're in a warehouse in the US, like in Georgia where I am for instance, and it's going to Canada, that's going to take more time than if it was Georgia going to South Carolina. Now for Amazon Prime members, they're used to that same 1-2 day shipping. So Amazon NARF shipping times could range, usually you'll see between 5 to 12 days. And like I said, it depends on the country that it's being shipped to. Seller fees could be higher. So the convenience of Amazon NARF could come at a little bit of a cost. Now, there are surcharges for US-based accounts that are fulfilling orders to Mexico, Canada, Brazil. Those fees are going to also increase like they do with your inventory storage during what's called peak times, which is typically for Amazon, those peak times are October 15th to around January 14th. Now, if you're looking to grow your sales in the US and you haven't yet taken advantage of what's called brand tailored promotions inside Amazon Seller Central, check out this next video here where I share how one of our clients was able to add thousands in extra sales over several weeks by us setting this up for them.